And into party politics news, ODM leader Raila Odinga has convened the party's parliamentary group meeting this morning to, among other things, discuss next month's 20th anniversary celebrations. The ODM members of both the National Assembly and Senate were invited this morning to a meeting. Other than the anniversary events, ODM legislators were expected to discuss the agenda for Parliament's resumption at a time when the party has witnessed divisions on its support for the broad-based government. Our senior political affairs reporter Jeff Kirui is at the venue of the meeting and joins us live with more details, but we're going to step in where ODM chairperson is speaking. Gladys Wanga is speaking, and we'll cross over to that event right now.
Having gone through that academy, but we have a real academy that will bring forth even more leaders, and that is one of the things that Baba will be launching during our youth event in Mombasa. On institutionalization, ODM became the first political party in Kenya to own land that houses our headquarters. This followed acquisition of our land in Lavington in 2019, where our current headquarters are situated. We thank our party leader, Baba Raila Odinga, for your visionary leadership of the ODM party. It is not easy, and it has been mentioned by various speakers. Baba has steered the ODM party to great heights in the last 20 years, and we commit to continue to push as a parliamentary group and as a party to continue to remain strong. As we prepare for the upcoming by-elections and later for the 2027 election, we need to reflect on what has been in our past. We must look at the past to inform the future. This analysis is important as we draw the PG membership from elections. If you look at how we have grown as a party, in 2007, and I see Honorable Mbadi here, Honorable Mili, who are in that parliamentary group, we had 99 of the 210 MPs in parliament at that time. We were the majority party there. When 2017 elections came, in 2013, we had 17 governors. In 2017, we had 13 governors, and in 2022, we had 15 governors. In 2013, we had 17 governors. In 2017, we had 20 governors, and in 2022, we had another 20 senators. We had another 20 senators. In the National Assembly, in 2013, we had 96 members. In 2017, we then went to 76 members. In 2022, we went up again to 86 members. That is why we are talking about 20 years of resilience. In 2013, we had 382 MCAs. In 2017, we had 435 MCAs. And in 2022, we had 473 MCAs. 20 years of resilience. And for us to keep these numbers, we need to keep a strong party. And that is why we are talking about how do we move from 473 MCAs in 2022 to 600 MCAs in 2027. That is the strength that we need to push. And it starts with the by-elections. And I know that the leader of minority, who's also the director of campaigns, is going to organize all of us to go out to help with the by-elections. Not just during the election itself, but during the campaigns for the by-elections. We are facing by-elections in Magarini. We have a candidate, Harry Kombe. He's our colleague, and we need to all go out, not just on election day. And I have seen how we've gone out on election day, but during the entire campaign. There needs to be a team that just is focused on Magarini, working with the local leadership there. We have a by-election in Ugunja. We have a by-election in Kasipul. These are seats that were held by ODM. We have a by-election for which we have fielded a candidate in Chewani Ward in Tana River, and I saw Ali Wario here. We need to go out and campaign for our candidate in Chewani in Tana River. The seat was held by UDA. We have a by-election in Kisa East Ward in Kakamega, Huisero. We have a candidate in Purko Ward in the Kajiado, and I saw Kakuta Maimai. We have to push our candidate, the ODM candidate in Purko, so that we can bring in the seat. We have a by-election ongoing for which we have fielded a candidate in Samburu, Angata Nanyokie Ward. It was held by Jubilee, but we have to push there. We have a by-election for a seat that we held as ODM in Narok Town, Narok North constituency, where we have to retain our seat. And it is important to retain our seat. Why? Because we have 2 nominated MCAs. If we lose that MCA seat, we lose another MCA automatically who is nominated. So we also must look at how we push for us to get our seat back there. We have Fafi Ward in Garissa. We have Lake Zone, and our Vice Chair, Ariko, is here, and also Nabuin. Lake Zone, which are going for nominations. We have Nanam Ward, also in Turkana. We have Kariobangi North, and we have 3 seats in Nyamira as well. So with those many remarks, I'd just like to call upon us to work together to bring more seats on the table. And Apple has a strategy, the Apple company, where they say there must be an apple on every table. We must also push the strategy that there must be an orange in every county. Thank you so much, and God bless us all.
Party leader